Hey everybody. Weird questions running through my head today, so I thought I would make a video and see if some of y'all felt the same way. I kind of have spells that I just drop off of YouTube altogether just because I get frustrated with the thing. It's not like it used to be, and not that everything has to stay the same, but sometimes it feels like the community has dropped out of the bottom of the vinyl community, and it's kind of become a little bit more of a business rather than friendships. And I guess probably one of the first times I felt like that was when someone in the VC got really sick, and I thought that they had a bunch of friends, but then, like actual friends that they had made through YouTube. But then when it came time to get in touch with them to see how they were doing, nobody seemed to know how to get in touch with them. And my friend Robert Z, he has mentioned this several times, and I always kind of chuckled when he would say that he would make mention of, they're my friends, I actually talk to them on the phone. And I always thought that was kind of funny, but there's something to that, like actually making a real friendship, like an in-person friendship versus just knowing somebody on YouTube. So I kind of miss that, and there's a few people who I really have, I think, made real friendships with, and I hope they last. I hope they stay friends for a very, very long time. But then there's a whole lot of people who are just friendly, but not friends. And there's a big distinction there. And I think it takes people actually being friends more so than being friendly, because you can be friendly to any dipstick in the world and not feel like you're in a community with them. So that, I think, is kind of, it's getting rarer, more and more rare for people to actually feel the community part if you don't actually have true friendships. Maybe I'm making too much of that. Let me know. The other thing that kind of makes me fall out of love with the VC a lot is when people become more of YouTubers than people who want to talk about music. And what I mean by that is, like, when the first thing people say is, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell. Just go on. Just go on. I want to hang out and talk about music like we used to over a stack of actual records, like we still do sometimes over a stack of records when people aren't being paranoid about talking to strangers. Hey, have you heard of this band? If you like that one, you'll love this one. Oh my gosh, you went to see that band in concert? That's awesome. That's the kind of conversation I like to have. And I don't care if you sit there and show me 100 records. I may not be able to watch it all because, we work all the time, but I'll try, because that's the fun of it to me, is sharing music that you love and learning something about the music that you love and meeting other people who are on the same page with you or have similar interests. I don't care how many subs I have. I'm not going to ask you to hit the subscribe button. I'm not going to ask you to hit a bell or anything like that, because if you want to hang out, you'll just hang out. I'm not trying to build an empire. I just want to hang out with cool people. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Let me know. But I definitely think there's different reasons that people join YouTube, and building a YouTube empire ain't it for me. And the people who are building an empire, I don't care. I don't want to know about it all. I don't care about your analytics. I don't care. And on that note, it drives me bonkers when people try to cool test other people out. Like if you don't hold the record the right way, or if you don't have the right gear, or if you don't know about dead wax markings, and who cares? Are you digging your music? Do you let the music take you someplace? Come on, let's talk about it. That's what I like to hear. I don't want to hang around with a bunch of anal buttholes. That's kind of redundant. But you know what I mean? I don't want to be around people who cool test each other out, or I don't know, a little too big for their britches and feel like they can exclude people because of what they know or don't know, or because they like the wrong music or whatever. It's just not fun. It's just not cool. It's not the kind of people I want to hang with. So there's a lot of those people around. A lot of those people who flip out if you don't have the right sleeves or whatever. Just go on. Y'all be with your branch of the tree, and hopefully there's a few people left on my branch of the tree who just want to hang out and talk about music and be friends, or friendly enough to where you could count each other as friends, or at least share stories about cool concerts you went to, places that you've been, record stores that you like to hang out in. I know you're out there. I know you're out there. We're probably already subbed to each other. If you are, I may be subbed to the only people who are on the same page. But I hope there's more out there. And if you are one of these people, come on, hang out. Nice to meet you. I think part of the reason maybe things have changed is that used to be it was tough to find good records out in the wild. All the record stores were closing or were closed, and finding things in thrift stores was about as good as it got for us around here anyway. Maybe in bigger places it's never been as scarce as it has been here, but those people who are interested in a format that was not popular made it rare and unique enough to have a community, to want to seek each other out. And now you can buy records anywhere, which is what I kind of hoped for. I hoped the resurgence would let it be more accessible to a whole lot of people, younger people too, people on a budget too. But it's kind of, I think, instead of welcoming more people, has made it more exclusive. Am I wrong? There's the people who want to spend hundreds of dollars on a particular label music. That's fine. Your branch of the tree can chill with your branch of the tree. I can't do that. Budget is my middle name. It probably should have actually been on my birth certificate because that's the life I have. I can't see spending hundreds of dollars on one record. Just can't do it. Work too much to say that's several days of my life in plastic form. I can't do that. So I'm not going to be a snob about it because can't be. And I don't understand people who are. So maybe that's what it comes down to, is that this big old vinyl community tree does indeed have very many different branches. And I'm looking for the people who fit on mine. And maybe that'll help kind of like bring a little spark back into it. Because I think that may be why a whole lot of people get a little disenchanted with the VC, is that it feels like they don't fit anymore. And I definitely have felt like that a lot, because the channels that are the most popular they're not my branch. So anyway, those of you that are still hanging out, thank you. And I look forward to watching your videos and seeing where you've been and what you dig and what you like to listen to, what music takes you places in your mind and maybe physically too. Those of you that fit the other category, have fun on your branch. I just can't hang with you. I might peep in every now and then because curiosity, I can't help that, but it's not my world. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Just a weird, rambly, thinking about thinking kind of thing. Let me know what you think. Or tell me if I'm putting too much thought into all this craziness. I mean, it is just YouTube. It ain't our life. But, we spend a lot of time here, so maybe it's worth thinking about a little bit. Anyhow, you guys take it easy. 10 points if you know who that dude is. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.